Okay, you guys, I'm in the car. There is someone else present, so I do feel more comfortable talking and more grounded talking. I'm leaving the acupuncturist office right now. I feel extremely sick and tired, mainly because I've been forcing myself to go, even when I really needed to love myself and to respect myself, as God's creation, and give myself permission to rest and to see the efforts and the work that it took to serve myself, to make my cells and feelings feel good, instead of just pretending like things didn't make me feel certain ways and just move on through the changes of emotions. During this session, I learned that the emotions are the original language of God, and that's why everything that we speak now is babble, because we changed everything. Every letter is an emotion. Okay? It goes very deep, and there are curses made, and the way the language has been built has been re-narrating all of mankind. And you can think about it as the Romans conquering the Greeks. And if you pay attention to where our language comes from, Latin, you can see a lot of things in our his stories. This goes even deeper. If I can concentrate with my middle eye and go back to the session that I had experienced. The truth is, I learned this through chanting, because when I had all these needles to the very nerve of my system, I wanted to cry, and I started to express all these emotions. And then in order to make myself keep healing and keep going, I've made prayers or intentions. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Mai Kai Reiki, Aiti Kaka, Oshi Oshi Om was one of the most intense ones to experience, because it's kind of like saying but Om, like I'm in peace, and it's the creation of the sun. It's actually a combination of energies of male and female energies. I also found out, as much as the society is trying to push us all to be the same, boys and girls are the same, it's not true. In traditional Chinese medicine, we have to understand and recognize that the girl's heart is accessed by the right arm, and the boy's heart channel is accessed through the left. So the meridians are wired differently in order to access the different organs through the targets of the perfect... I'm gonna go this way because I love this road. It's one of my favorite roads.
We take it all the time.
Oh, dude, I ride through here all the time, too. I used to live over here.
Yeah.
I feel super sick, so me and my boy Christian here, we can go get some Indian food, and he's my only boy that I got that I can, kidnap and take away to go get Indian food, because everyone I know hates Indian food. David Keith canceled on me. I freaked him out talking about God. I think that's why they made up mental institutions. They just wanted to lock up everybody that talked about God, because they didn't want anybody to believe in a spirit bigger than them, or that there was anything bigger than the beast that man had killed over all the generations. So basically I had started cursing also to my cells and my feelings while under the implications of the needlework. And I had a lot of other things revealed. I'm sorry I cut it. I wasn't sure where the session would go, and I got nervous and insecure, but I did get a few parts for you, and I am planning on filming more stuff. And yes, if you want it, you'll be having to contact me to make sure that you're getting the content. And yeah, if you want custom content, you're going to have to pay for the content that you want to see. If you actually want to hear the process of me crying and singing through tears and laughter is a language that we all share. That's what God is. We all share emotion. We all have the same emotions. If you can recognize all the different levels of the spectrum of understanding and all the different particles that come together in the universe, you can see all the different pieces, and then maybe you wouldn't be so puzzled. I'm trying to think here, what's the best, fastest way? Kind of tempted to go this way, but I know I can go this way too. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go all the way. Let's go all the way. Speaking of which, let's go all the way. I definitely want to make an Instagram. I have to remember, dear Trina, please remember an Instagram. I'm gonna do a second Instagram post for today, and it's gonna be called about the flip side. There's always two sides to every story. The dedicated to the butterfly. I'm gonna write about ICP and do my gathering throwback Thursday on today's gimmick and promote the gathering, because I need everyone to know, if you want to meet me, if you want to show me love, show up at the gathering. Come see Bone Thugs and Harmony. Come see Insane Clown Posse. Come see Trina Christine Mason. Come see the Toxic Boho work for JCW. Oh, Juggalos. Seriously though, I'm not even here to play around. I'm here to make everybody return to the butterfly, meaning return to that childlike innocence before you became tainted by the lenses of your past experiences and allowed yourself to become so sick from what you've seen that you became it instead of being the opposite of what you could have been, of what you had experienced. Remain like childlike, untainted. There's so many different levels of language, and I can't wait to tell you the flip side of every story that I have come to know. Excuse me, I can barely breathe. One of them is something that I just said, so if I re-listen to this, I'll be able to remember. But no one ever makes Trina re-listen to her words. Nobody cares. Nobody throws her words back at her. But whatever those last few words before I started saying all these words, that's the important words. That's going to be the trigger words that helps me reiterate and re-hit home that level of language and feelings that access that paradigm that is like a whole nother deep story that you're probably just not even really ready to receive yet right now. I'm glad that I condensed all this information into a short 5-minute video. As I gotta say, if it wasn't for Christian holding space, I probably would not be so focused in delicate while also simultaneously being real. So you got all three parts of me in there, okay? The paternal, the mother, and then the Holy Trinity, the me. The third thing that gets born out of the two coming together. So excuse me, it's funny, my name is Trina, means Trinity. aka pure clarity. I have some clear thoughts, some clear feelings. I have psychic abilities, is what some people say. Some people say I have the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Some people say that I'm the devil. Some people say that I'm black magic. I don't use my powers for evil. I'm here to create love, share love, to grow the earth, to grow the animals, to bring people together, to make people understand that they can take care of things that can't take care of themselves, such as animals and plants, and that can't speak. But they have to learn to listen, to pay attention, learn to be with what they see, and stop trying to change everything, stop thinking that they got it all figured out, and thinking that they're the one that deserves to destroy or create everything. So, I also want to reiterate what I said to Christian out loud so I can have it in the journal.
A lot of people, especially on the crazy spectrum, like in states like California, they think they can take on everything and still be...
You mean autistic people?
No. Not autistic
Oh, God,
people.
you gotta go.
Talk about people in California, they brainwash and all that stuff. It's like...
Yeah, with the MK Ultra, and they're allowing them all to have permission to have LSD and stuff like that. They're encouraging everyone to microdose. I hear you. Dude, you just made me lose... Oh, no, you didn't lose it. Oh, my God. No, I could never lose that. Dude. All right, so let's narrate Christian the whole story the way Christian would love to hear the story, because this is the way Trina wants to hear the story, too. Oh, my God, you guys, these needles. I would say I got stabbed in the face, okay? She got me right in the face, and she's an acupuncturist just like me, meaning when I stab you, when I do my needlework, I go all the way down, and I super stim as much soon as you need, and your body's going to push it out, and your body's also going to suck onto it as much as it needs it to stimulate the service. And yeah, as it's just like the roses, as you connect all of the right ones together, they sing in just the right way. It's really, really hard, though. Really, really hard. Man, I just realized how the shaman practice is going to work. I'm going to use Christian as I would call it my tithing. But let me go backwards, because I was making me think about flowers healing ceremonies. But hold on, let me meditate here. And actually, it's too late to do that right now. Okay, so Trina today experienced firsthand how God, or life, all right, I don't even know, okay? I don't like to always talk about God, but I do, okay? Especially to scare the bad people away, okay? So, let's get back to where we're going. So today I became Jigsaw. And Jigsaw's, person that he tortures. I got things in my head, and in my hands, and in my wrists, and in my legs. And yeah, if I move my jaw in a certain way, everything could just come apart. And then suddenly, yeah, you gotta pee because you're a scared little girl. And you can't move, you can't do anything. Special kind of dogs. And then, man, I'm just triggered and traumatized, excuse me. There's a bunch of different races that are here. The 4 different skull types, the 4 different blood types. And then we've become a hyper race because we've connected everything. And they kind of don't want any purities left, because then we can't, be mindful in our creations. You know?
Yeah.
It's complicated. But anyway, I want to go backwards to the saw thing. I keep losing the main thing that Christian had me on. I had to tell Christian to be mindful of the energy that we raised in the room today. Because, if I move my jaw in a certain way, like, it feels like the places where the needles were, like, the needles are there again. But, like, I'm so in touch with my nervous system. I'm so grateful to, like, be able to notice, like, where in my jaw and where all the anger and where all the sadness and all the grief and where everything is. And I'm also learning how to be with it without trying to change it and trying to force myself to smile or, like, raging out about it. Like, opening my mouth and screaming and barking and making all these noises. I realized that the reason why God gave us language was so that we could talk to Him. So we can tell Him our feelings through our barks and our cries. And that electromagnetic energy of sound that we put out would permit back the exact frequency necessary to attract the energy that one had needed to pay the price to earn the equal energetic exchange. The Omni. Mai Kai Reiki, Aiti Kaka, Oshi Oshi Oshi. When you get that sexual energy that points you in the right direction, that's your Jing. So girls, don't feel guilty if you suddenly are sexually attracted to females, because it's kind of just your nervous system letting you know, this direction's healthiest for me. This points me in the right way. Don't judge yourself. Don't dim your light down. When you start getting excited, and you start, like, getting all excited, yeah, right? Like, you almost pee yourself because you're so excited that you just found someone new, you got a new job, or, yeah, someone scared you, so you got, you know what I mean? All those levels of essence. You got to pay attention to your body and your nervous systems and the feelings and the...
That's the comic book shop back there I want to go to.
Really? Yeah. Like, were they open?
They're closed.
Oh, true. Well, don't you have Tuesday off?
Yeah, I do.
Yo.
I get paid too.
Right on. I'm like, I wish I got paid every Tuesday.
No, I mean, I get paid tomorrow.
I'm just being funny.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wish I got paid every day. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to ever have to worry about eating and having a roof over my head. Yeah. And I want to be able to have all the resources to be able to make all the art and build all the things. I love tools. I love instruction manuals. I love learning. I love teaching.
I love tools of band.
I love creating things. I love destroying things. I love picking things apart and rebuilding them. I like looking. I like moving a lot. I love moving my body and, like, going places. And, like, yeah, I love going fast and I love going slow. I like both. I like acceleration. I like inertia sometimes. I'm a very unique vibration in myself, and it expresses itself as myself, and that is how I love, that is me, God. If God is love, like, that is my love, that is my expression, that is me, that is God. I am the witness, I am God's witness, I am His monkey. I'm learning, maybe God is the law of physics. I'm just being a jerk, okay? Just stop judging things and stop judging yourself and others and see yourself in all things and people and learn to just be. Hey, guy, are you paying attention? It scared me. Yeah, just some people weren't seeing the light of God anymore because they allowed their hearts to get so dark and tainted. And, like, really, like, you have the power. If you say that God's creation is evil and deserves to suffer, you're saying that you deserve to suffer and that you're evil. You need to see yourself as all people, all places, all things. Like, this is just an expression of all of us. Understand how we have all come together as a cell, as a unified whole, the Holy One. We are one. We are one. You love me. I love you. Where do you think this all comes from? There needs to be understanding of the whole cells, the whole organism, the whole world. We are only 6 degrees of separation. If you found anything out of this video, please share it with somebody that you think might need to hear this opposite side of the spectrum. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you wish to give a generous donation of financial means to allow me to continue my purpose, to continue to eat, and to continue to feed, then please speak with your actions or forever hold your peace. Thank you. Namaste. Jabagwan.